Yeah, let's uh, let's start today's experiment. Um, right, they haven't updated it for quite a while. You know, starting in a couple of minutes. The 2 hour high is nine. Was that 829? 829. Yeah. Um, just before I start, from prediction point of view, well, I suppose the most recent activity is that it could suggest a bigger one to come, or it could have been. Mm, mm, it does suggest that the power is increasing, doesn't it? You know, it's the bumps are getting bigger as time goes forward, which means, but it would be a blessing. It looks like if I was to make a prediction, it's either gonna level up and stay the same, or going by recent what's happened in recent few hours, it looks like it's gonna be an M in the middle of my experiment as well, if it's not happening now. But that's the solar flare, the activity from the sun. As for me, it would be a blessing if I get touched by the Most High. I'll see it that way. But I won't know for 50 minutes um, after the actual event happened. 10 to 15 minutes. It might be longer. It looks like it's not updating it properly. And so I might go into a weird conversation when that energy hits. Some conversations are delicious and some are constructive. Let's see what I get. Countdown, battle room, yeah, strap in, get ready for it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. How to change it a little. I never do two which are the same. Yeah, it's proper random, you know. Oh, it would look random to us. I literally did not know what I'm gonna do this session until just 10 seconds into it, because I had to refresh the numbers, and now they look different from the previous ones. Yeah, so it's a random set of numbers. if you like. No pattern really, discernible pattern. No 2 days are ever the same that I can remember. You know, I'm someone who can flick a coin or multiple times and get recurrence like that. So I might have set the same random numbers before. I'm not sure. I never store any of that. Reason being, even if I was taken and my files were taken and they were examined, nobody's gonna see what I did. But apart from this bit where I showed a little bit from the 2 moons, because that's recorded, somebody could have noted them down. But the majority, I've been doing this for 6 years, and every experiment looks different. This is the current one that I have. If you've been watching Titillating Tuesday, I would have been talking about this stuff. You might have thought I'm completely lost my mind, but there's a scientific component to things, and it's something that I find it very entertaining, a very entertaining thing to do. Got to do something in it. Yeah. Let me try and sense the from the blockages you can tell lots of stuff. It's like metadata. So let me look at the metadata. In my mind. One of the magnetic moments that I detect when I meditate in my mind must have been moved about. It's as if the polarity reversed on it. There's quite a lot happening in November. The sun's poles are about to flip, and there's also there's a type of meteor shower that's happening as well. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, that shit's happening too. So there's quite a lot of blockages to the Earth's magnetic field, if you think about it. But an hour is long anyway. It's not a constructive conversation to have. Yeah, but I'm sure I will amuse myself with with a bunch of stuff. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Oh, I did get recurrence on that. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Mm. Look, it's starting to go up. Let me see when that was. Yeah, 17:15. So it's still yet to update to the one I'm doing. Mhm. All right. So some of the blockages pertain to well, your cognitive process anyway. the way you remember things, the way you pay attention to things. Yeah, all these things can experience a blockage. Yeah, and the conversations that I derive when I get those blockages, um, yeah, if it's entertaining, I'll go into one. But I'm well aware, that's why I have the solar activity in front of my eyes when I'm meditating, that it could be that, and that can help me change direction or reinforce it. But now there's one problem I got. If the zapping I'm receiving is that something that, well, it gives me healing, but in terms of the conversations I tend to have, where I'm fighting off a blockage, so it's they are defensive ones, you know. If you really think about it, the conversations I have are defensive. You know, a blockage is something that you know, is not is kind of acts like an impedance to me. So my conversations, I imagine someone impeding me with some kind of supernatural activity. Yeah, and I fight back lyrically. Yeah, to what I perceive to be a demonic attack most of the time. What is a demon anyway? It might be the same thing. You might be right to think of it that way. I hope this log, the two moons log, um, will be useful to me in future. I'm not going to describe too much of what's going on in my mind, but I'm describing the blockage that would be useful to me at that time. My views are 0 to 1. The fact that they like that also means something to me, and it will do in the future. So that accidental one that will watch one or two of them, I have to be like this, because you know, if there's gonna be at least one human being watching it, I still have to be careful, innit? Hmm. At the beginning of this, I did predict that it would go up by shitloads. So I have got a blockage, I suppose, but yeah, could have been. It could have been. It could have been. Yeah. Mhm. Could have been a flare. We're talking about your memory getting captured and you trying to figure out different ways of remembering stuff. Once, if it is some skullduggery that's going on, once they commit to their charge, whatever craft they're using on me, yeah, once they commit, now it's a matter of waiting for it to come round. So you got to survive being attacked by things you can't see, and then enjoy seeing it coming round to slap them for doing it. That's the general strategy, you know. Yeah, so it's a kind of funny blockage. I'm not sure. Look, it didn't go up by that much. Yeah, it's a kind of blockage. But I'm clearing quite a few things. it looks like I was wrong there. It's gone down the graph. Trying to condition my conversations. Most of the ones I've been having are just not things I'm gonna say out loud. As I'm treating myself. Right, we're going to the bam bam bam. But you know, it's not unreasonable to suspect conspiracies are things that happen all the time. If conspiracies didn't happen, there wouldn't be no crime. People conspire to commit crime, for starters. Yeah. So conspiracies do happen. Mhm. So to say that because somebody believes in conspiracies, they're not cases, you're gonna be a victim of crime. Somebody will conspire to commit crime against. You got to always know that conspiracies to commit crime happen. Mhm. And when you go onto a crime scene as a policeman, you got to have to say that, hold on, somebody, there was a conspiracy to commit a crime here. Yeah. You see someone sitting there with his tongue sticking out, and the gun that popped him is nowhere in sight. You're going to have to say that somebody done a conspiracy to mark his ass. Mhm. It's a conspiracy theory to suggest that somebody killed him. But it's not insane to have a conspiracy theory that somebody conspired to mark him. It's not insane to think like that. You can't tell us we're insane for thinking that people carry out conspiracies. People do conspiracies, isn't it? So, from what I know in this world, lots of people do witchcraft, and lots of science has been done. Even Newton, I know the best scientists we know of in our history were people who are into the occult and esoterics. Yeah. So the chances of there being people who use witchcraft on you nowadays is very high. To believe that people don't do that is stupid nowadays. Most of you are into Harry Potter and you see that as a standard reading book in society. So most of you are into doing casting spells and putting locks on people. It's like this. If you had a movie, yeah, that's just come out, special release and premiere and them thing. As soon as 100,000 people watch that, I'm pretty sure 10,000 of them would dislike it. If it's a really good movie, it might only be 5,000 who dislike it. Now, from that 5,000, there will be at least 500, in my estimation, that would dislike it so much that they want to harm the cast. From that 500, most probably 250 will have the intelligence to carry out the task. From that 250, probably 10 So if the number of people who are into witchcraft has increased, the likelihood of having someone turning up to do witchcraft on you has also increased. And it's not weird to believe that somebody could conspire to do it. So when you do feel this blockage, you can't dismiss that. Could be someone using some kind of craft on you. And you can't say, oh, it's because believing in conspiracy theories. There's a statistical reason why I do. How many of you know people who are into Harry Potter and all them little witchcraft things that they do? Some go into heavier things. Everyone knows somebody who's into Harry Potter. Probably most of you know are into that. And that's all about witchcraft, isn't it? Yeah? So the chances of me meeting someone who, or coming across someone who's decided to put spells on me, it's increased nowadays. So how am I weird for believing that people might be doing that to me? If you look at the stats and the facts, how is it weird? That's why I don't dismiss that. But most of the time it's the sun that's doing stuff. They'll be doing stuff that they learned of Harry Potter. I never really watched that too much. I must have watched one episode of it. Where sometimes you see people acting like they did something to you and you survived it. That's why I say back to me practice. The Almighty done started. Manager just in the Red Sea when it parted. That here earthquake, enough souls them departed. Satan got paid but they still united. Back to my practice. The Almighty done started. Man just in the Red Sea when it parted. You know how they give you that look like they just seen the parting of the Red Sea. They're doing that shit here, you know, in this world that I've seen. That's also one of the things that happened that lead me to believe that somebody might be using the craft on me. And even someone blatantly say you're lucky you have that power inside of you, like they've been in there and they've faced it and they got slapped up with it. I got reasons for coming up with a conspiracy theory like that. There are reasons. There's even a logical, statistically based reason. Not many people want to be equal. Not many people want to be equal to a man when he is big. Cause when you're big there will be evil manifesting in your shit. Changing words as you speak. Jesus Christ, he will see. The Almighty is not a man and he don't really give a When evil people make a plan for you to bring you to your knees, the Almighty is impartial, doesn't interfere with it. Even you, if you try, he won't mind. Deal with it. Which is what I'm doing. Are we big? Are we big? Are we big? And we know that we're big. Lift your hand up to the sky if you are big. I am big, you are big, we are big. Cause if a man is hating you, then that is man that you can see. If he went and called a friend, them called a friend, them called a friend, them called a friend, yo. If he went and called a friend, then that is two man hating you. If the two of them were shook and went and called a number 10, ho, they number 10, yo. If the two of them were shook and went and called a number 10, 10 and 10 is 20 men, and the two of them that's 22, 22 is too much man. You are big, I am big, we are big, are we big, are we big, Are we big and we know that we're big? Lift your hand up to the sky if you are big. I am big, you are big, we are big. You will never taste defeat if you are big, because you are big. If they try, then they will see that you are big. When you are big, when you are big, they call police and other man that live on street. Are we big? We're big. Everybody went Hogwarts nowadays, you get me? To them I must be like Voldemort or something. How comes it doesn't work on him? How comes it doesn't work on him? I outrank you in nature, nigga. It's stupid shit. Must be. Otherwise, what's your explanation? If you ask me, it's a question of rank, and you're beneath me. Piece of shit. I'll slap you up for the insolence for trying me. Pesky kids. You're all children to me. As soon as you step into my mind, it's like programming, XML and thing. You have the parent element, and what develops from that is the child element. You have my consciousness, the parent element. As soon as you step into there, you become a child element. So whatever is in my mind, as soon as you step into there, you're a child to me. You have to somehow provoke my mind into simulating you in there as a child element. Don't know what power they're using on me to see there, you know. I've yet to figure it out. But if I was to figure it out, it would be a scientific method that I use to calculate things. I'm not an idiot after all. They've yet to stop my power, and their logic is shit. That's like an ant going into the blender and spending an hour in there as it tries to stop it from vibrating. It tells all the other ants, don't worry, I'll go into the blender and I'll stop it vibrating, and it spends an hour in there. That would have been an ant that spent an hour in a blender. Regardless of what it was trying to do in there, it will come out milkshake looking, smoothie looking. If you spend an hour in my mind trying to stop my power, you will come out like an ant that's been in the blender for an hour when it's trying to stop that power. You're a smoothie shit. You're gonna come out smoothie looking. You're toolish, I think. Is it some script that somebody's giving you? You're a piece of shit either way. A bum, by any other name, is still a bum. Whether an arsehole or a piece of shit, is still a bum. That's what that fucker is. Some kind of Shakespearean. Imagine you went Hogwarts when you should have been at uni. After going Hogwarts, if you don't have the logic in you, when you have power, it's like I have power. Will make you slap yourself with your own power. How could you say you're gonna come into my mind and try to stop my power, and then you can't stop it and you stay in there for an hour? That's retarded. That's retarded and backwards. If you keep going that way, you bum out. You're Benjamin Bumpton. You're like Benjamin Button, but what happened after he became an embryo? He bummed out. Anyway, Benjamin Bumpton looking nigga. Anyway. You're Bumzilla, king of the bums. I know who you are. I must have read a press clipping about you. I went to a convention where somebody introduced you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the ambassador from Bamalabad. He's right on a bummerable. The fucking bum. Yeah. You're the ambassador for all bums. You're more of an ambassador than an you tit. Anyway. Enjoy being in that blender, you bum out. Bum hearted nigga. You're gonna bum out if you stay in there for too long. Idiot. I'm sure you're doing it for an abominable cause. You bum. It's very unabominable view. Fucking idiot. You die for what? For nothing? Stupid bum. Get out of there before you hurt yourself. Definitely not the son that's doing something. Must be some bum that's in there. It's not far-fetched, you know. I just told you there's a statistical basis for it. For me doing these conversations. I'm not saying it's true, definitely. But if it is, I would have cussed him a little bit. Because I would have needed to say it now. Because if I said it by the time I find out, it would just be inappropriate. The time, I would have missed the time for saying that. For cussing him down. The right way to say it would have been now. Before I find out that it's true that he did that. Right time to say it is when it's in the moment of doing it. But it's pure guesswork. I can't tell shit. But if it is, I would have had to have said that then. Otherwise I'd be talking about past things. And that would just be wrong timing. I would have ruined the effect. You know when you say something like, yeah, I put in a good one there, man. I put in a good yeah, but I keep missing it because I can't see who the fuck's attacking me. when it's that. Ooh, that party is coming up. Shit. I'm hungry again. Damn it. you're gonna come out looking like a melon, you tomato. Anyway, it doesn't make sense. Neither would the fucking look on your face when you're a tomato, you potato. You're gonna have a melon type of look when you come out of there, you potato. Anyway, yeah, this one takes me. What are we doing? It's actually coming through. Yeah, looks like it wasn't the sun that did anything, so I'm glad I cast him down. It would have been a shame. And the two moons energy, oh man, there's quite a lot of debris. There's a meteor shower as well. Oh man, there's a lot happening around Earth. And these idiots are still fighting in my mind, so I ain't done yet. For me to stop, there has to be submission in it. If it's that conspiracy that's true. If it's that conspiracy that's true, because you've attempted and you've been insubordinate, yeah, and we'll need a lot of submission to be shown from you. But if it's not true, ignore me, innit? We're all under the same beating, innit? Whatever's causing it, if it's a natural one, ignore me. Um, and good luck with it as well, because like I was just fighting off something, I thought it was you. But if it's not, ignore me, yeah? But I fought it off anyway. But if it is, fuck you. If it is you, fuck you. That's how I talk to people. I never know. I don't cuss anyone just in case I'm wrong. If you're in my mind blocking me, fuck you. If you're not, ignore me. I'm trying to clear a blockage. Terms and conditions apply. Disclaimer and them thing there. Do not take anything I say in these recordings literally. I will not be held accountable for anyone's actions that are derived from what I say in this, what I call an entertainment piece and a demonstration of my meditative power. There is no call to action to anyone who's viewing this. This is just for entertainment purposes. The little snippets of singing that I do, if they belong to other artists, I request that you consider that to be fair use under the fair use policy. I request permission under fair use policy. I should write a disclaimer and thing. Yeah, so if I am interacting with a magnetic moment of flux, then man, I don't really like the understanding of magnetism that we got. Yeah, it's a very personal understanding. It's Tesla that came up with it for his own personal use, but everyone's using it now. It sounds like something you do for your own personal use, but I hear that they capture these files and that's how they brought it out. The unit of magnetic flux that we have, one of the units is the Tesla, isn't it? Micro Tesla or something, or nano Tesla, I don't know. But the way of considering it that way, that was supposed to be for personal use. But anyway, sounds like a very, very personal theory. Something you do when you're running a thought experiment, like I am. I'd like to consider magnetism in a different way, but it would be useful to consider Tesla as a measure of some kind of strength. What does it measure? In density or strength? Isn't it magnetic flux density that it measures? I can't remember what a Tesla does. But anyway, something like that. it's useful to consider, and the whole world is built like that. so so it's useful in terms of understanding the constructed world that we're living. But the way I'm considering the magnetic moments that affect me, um, theirness, density. Yeah, density is useful. I use it as well. Thought density. Like if you're looking ahead, yeah, how much of your attention is on what you're looking at, and how much is on what's in the periphery. You're looking ahead, but if somebody started moving to the side of you, were you looking there too as you were looking ahead? How much of your attention is in the picture you're looking at when you're looking ahead? And if you take that picture section by section, how much is in this section? Yeah, so thought density. So 80% of the density of your thought is in what you're looking at, 10 and 10 to the side, to either side of you. Now I think I'm just fighting off a cold now. I don't think it's an idiot boy. But if it was, at least I cast him. I didn't miss that. I got one good one in. I told the boy, yeah, I'm quick to things. If you start fucking with me, I pick it up quick. I'm pickpocket quick. Yeah. I'll pick your nose. I'll be in and out of there before you flinch. Wait. Don't worry, I won't pick your nose. Don't worry. I won't do that. Nah. Anyway. But I'm just trying to explain to you that I'm really, really quick. Yeah. Don't worry, your nose is safe with me, man. Don't worry. Wouldn't do that to my wife's enemy. Don't want to get his snot on me. I'll be like that. Real quick. You didn't even see shit. In and out of that shit before you quit. I done 10 of them. 3.2 seconds. That's the world record. Pickpocket quick. Nah, I'm not that quick. I'm only joking. Those mans are real quick. Mm-hmm. 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 Coming to the end of it. I thought it would go high, but nah. Because I was going by what's happened recent. Bam, bam. I was thinking, but it went bam a little bit. Went down again. Right, let's finish off. I never know. But you work with it. Be water, like Bruce Lee. whatever it does, just go with it. It might even help you at times when you're fighting off demons. Is there you are. I slapped the fucker for an hour. If it was that, I even had a conversation to go with that. But nothing happened. Unless you count that little blip there. Which happened when? Nah, that happened before me. Yeah, that happened before me. Yeah, way before. But it's been going down during what I'm doing. Yeah, hasn't gone up. Um, there's the next 15 minutes. See what it did then. But otherwise, nothing happening with respect to a type 2 conversation. If the sound's been affected by my power, it doesn't appear to be. So I don't have to worry about that. As you're meditating, if there are side effects that you need to pay attention to, then do so. I have to make sure that everyone's safe at all times, innit? Because I'm doing this for my health. I'm not really doing it for any other reason. Yeah. Of course, I entertain myself as I'm doing it, and also to learn, innit? And I might trigger off different tangents to those who listen and watch properly. So yeah, it's useful anyway. That's me out.